All right, everybody, Papa Todd takes. I am Papa Todd, and so maybe I should be thankful for this because as I'm playing around and trying to get a page started here, this keeps giving me material. I don't even have to work at it; it just keeps showing up, right? But the WNBA is the gift that keeps on giving, and these people are insane. They're so over the top stupid and tone deaf, it's unreal. So apparently, for the last 3 years, 2.5, 3 years, everybody ever since Caitlin left college has been talking about how Caitlin and her fans are racist. Racist. They're white nationalists. They're full of hate. They're threatening people. They're doing all this. Though I'm pretty sure this is an accurate statement. Not a single one of them has been tied to any of this. I think the most recent one where somebody actually did text the N-word was it Chelsea Gray maybe? Maybe was that who it was? I don't know who they are. They're unimportant human beings in my point. But they were saying this. Well, it ends up it was a sports bettor out of Dallas who's not even a Caitlin Clark fan, right? So the one time they've proven something, it isn't even penned with them. Yet thousands of people all the time in all these arenas saying and getting together and everything like that. There's no documented evidence that anybody tied to Caitlin Clark or her fans is responsible for any of this. Now, I'm not saying none of them are. There probably are some in there, but they're not dumb enough to do it in public. Caitlin's come out and denounced all of it. She keeps saying it. Don't do it. It's stupid. If you're doing it, I don't accept you as a friend. She says this over and over and over. And yet you got morons like Emmanuel Nacho, whatever the hell his name is, right? He's out there. What is he saying? She has the sin of omission. She sinned. She's horrible because she's not a strong enough ally. She needs to use her platform. She uses her platform plenty to speak about something she has nothing to do with. She is not tied to it, nothing. She continues to advocate for the WNBA, the disrespectful players in the WNBA who have earned nobody's viewership. They have earned nothing. They can bust their asses and they can play basketball the way they want, but at the end of the day, the product is garbage. Nobody wants to watch it. They want to watch it for two reasons. Caitlin Clark, Sophie Cunningham, there's probably some that have followed Paige Beckers, right? And then there's little other amounts that trickle in, right? But they can't produce a product on their own that'll win. But yet, Caitlin brings it. They're on planes. They're $1 million salaries now. Oh, it was for 30 years that build up. Bullshit. That is not the reason. That is not the reason at all. And if you think that, your head's so far up your ass, you better start thinking about pulling it back out and coming up for air. You're a moron if that's what you think it is. So they do this. And so anyway, they're accusing Caitlin Clark and her fans of being violent and threatening people. Yet last night at a game in Seattle, there's a Caitlin Clark fan and a Fever fan standing there cheering after the game, and a gal turns around, and I'm guessing by the appearance of her and the lady that was behind her, she's not a heterosexual, let's put it that way, turns around and spits on this lady. She's got the phone. It's all on camera. This is documented. It's out there. Now, I'm sure it's not going to be on ESPN. I'm sure Nacho, douchebag isn't going to talk about it. None of these people are going to talk about that bitch about Caitlin and her fans all the time. But here it's documented. That's assault. That's assault. And it may be battery. It may be battery. I have to go back and look at the definition of the phrases, right? But that's what that is, right there. And then there's people marching out with them just laughing. They think it's funny, right? It's not funny. And then while they're there, there's a couple girls, teenage girls, they're supporting Sophie. They got them interviewed afterwards. I watched this on Keep the Vision, by the way. Shout out to KTV. I think your name is Maurice. I'm sure you guys all see him already, but in case anybody happens to see this and hasn't, KTV, Keep the Vision. Go like and subscribe to this guy. He puts out great stuff day in and day out. So they're wearing shirts that support Sophie and thanking her for sticking up for girls in sports because of her latest thing saying, I don't think boys should play in women's sports, which, yes, that is a mainstream statement. That is not demeaning anybody else. All that is doing is saying, I'm standing up for girls. And the owner or the co-owner or whatever the hell she is, who, if by the looks of her, I guess she fits that profile, right? But goes out and starts screaming at these girls, apparently, that they're idiots. starts yelling at them for simply stating something that probably 90% of the public, if not more, believes in. This league's got a serious effing problem. My God, I can't say it enough. I should start having this as my tagline. Caitlin, get the hell out. You need to get out of this league, man. It is a stinker. It is going to bring people down. It's like a sewage lagoon. You get the stink on you. You better get out quick, because after a while, it just becomes part of your scent. Oh, my God. Caitlin isn't bringing the hate. She's exposing the hate out of you guys. You guys are hateful, resentful, evil people. You do not deserve a league. You do not deserve any of the stuff you've been given. None of it. You guys suck. Caitlin, God bless you. Please get out of the league. Papa Todd out.